It is an ongoing Canadian shame, the abusive treatment of Indigenous women, the often lax response from authorities. The stories percolate just below the surface, then once in a while explode in new detail. Tonight is one of those moments. The story comes from our Radio Canada colleagues at the program Enquête. The behavior alleged is vile, and its content may disturb you. Women targeted for violence over many years, not by strangers, but by some local police, now being investigated. But by whom? The CBC's Thomas Dagla has the details.
In the woods outside Val-d'Or in northern Quebec, Bianca Mouchon has come to the spot where she says she was repeatedly taken, given beer, and made to perform sex acts. All, she says, by Quebec provincial police officers.
On allait un chemin dans le bois, puis là, c'est là qu'ils me demandaient de faire une fellation à eux autres.
Others here have similar stories.
C'est pas normal, ça, c'est vrai, ça.
C'est vrai, c'est moi.
And they're speaking out for the first time, telling CBC's French language service about another pattern, ironically known as starlight tours. Police pick up Aboriginal women who appear intoxicated and leave them outside of town to walk home in the freezing cold.
Puis il a pris une paire de mes souliers, il l'a acheté dans la bande de neige, c'est ça qu'ils ont fait, ils m'ont laissé là, ils sont partis.
These are the wounds suffered by another woman who says she was roughed up by an officer in his car. She wouldn't speak on camera, but wrote this.
He wanted a blowjob. I said no, and he threw me out and grabbed my hair, left me alone on the highway.
One woman even spoke of being forced to perform sex acts in the police station. Bartender Carole Marcil has long heard the stories and seen the bruises.
Des blowjobs, s'ils font pas ça, ils se font massacrer.
Some women have now filed complaints, and an investigation for abuse of power and assault is underway. These are allegations, not charges for now, says provincial police spokesperson Martine Asselin. Investigators from Montreal have met with 8 Sûreté du Québec officers based in Val-d'Or. All remain on the job. What's more, the SQ is investigating its own officers.
À Monsieur le chef de l'opposition officielle.
At Quebec's National Assembly, the opposition wondered if the investigation would be truly independent.
D'une enquête indépendante.
Il y aura potentiellement des accusations.
Premier Philippe Couillard suggested criminal charges could be coming, a step in breaking a cycle elsewhere too, says this Native women's advocate.
Across Canada. I have to be frank, I have that feeling it's across Canada.
By speaking out, the women in Val-d'Or hope others won't have to go through what they say they went through, Peter.
Well, Thomas, do we have any sense of how widespread this could be?
Well, the SQ says it has opened 14 files, suggesting as many as 14 alleged victims have come forward, among them women who spoke to Radio-Canada. But not all of those who spoke on camera would go to police because of deep-seated fear and mistrust. At least one of these cases goes back 20 years. Some are more recent, so it's hard to estimate, Peter, just how many women have similar stories to tell.
Thomas Dagla in Montreal tonight. Thanks, Thomas.
I'm the leading state sponsor of terrorism.